हेलो हेलो हेलो। कैसे हो दोस्तों हाउस एवरीथिंग गोइंग? जस्ट गिव मी कपल ऑफ सेकेंड्स बिफोर आई डू सम चेकिंग. ओके ओके ओके, चलो चलो, वी आर लाइव नाउ. सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन है कि दोस्तों पहले बताओ, कैन यू गाइज हियर मी क्लियरली? कहीं पे इज दिस माइक लाउड, लेस लाउड, जो भी है लेट मी नो. इज इट ओके? कैन यू हियर मी? लेट्स डू अ क्विक माइक चेक. Okay, okay. So audio check is good. Audio check is good. Yeah. So first of all, thank you everyone for taking out time and joining me today. Today's session is gonna be very different from the ones that we did before, because today it's very exciting because we are gonna do a little bit of design. But today, finally, after you people requested so much, we will finally reveal our Indian School of Motion. So please stay tuned for that. We have a special surprise for you. So first of all, I want you to know how many of you are joining me for the first time. If you are joining me for the first time, comment 1. If you are joining me for the second, third or fourth time, comment 2, 3, 4 or 5. Increase volume. Okay. Okay, okay. माफ़ कीजिएगा. Okay, let me just increase the volume. ठीक है, अभी मैं increase कर रहा हूँ volume. Let me know if this is okay. Guys, let me know if this volume is okay for you guys. There is a little air in the sound. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, good. Little air in the voice. Okay, little air in the voice. Okay. So a lot of people are new here. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Hi, I'm Shomra Dotto, and I've been a motion designer for the past 5 years. I've worked with a couple of billion-dollar companies already, and the journey is very common, right? I mean, a lot of you people are engineers, so you would relate. I did my engineering from BITS Pilani. I did my computer science there. Now in the first year I was studying a lot. I fell in love with engineering and all. But in this second year, I started exploring filmmaking, video editing, and everything around that. And देखते ही देखते I didn't realize when that passion became my bread and butter, right? And here I am today, thanks to that. Now, before I move forward, I want to know more about you. Okay, so can you tell me your name? आप कहाँ से हो? Your name and where you are from. So if you're Somrat, you would say Somrat, comma West Bengal, right? So I want to know a little bit about you. Noise. Guys, is the audio good or not? I will turn off the fan if that's the thing. Let me just. Oh wow, oh wow. So many people from so many different places. It's so exciting. Oh, let me check if the audio is external microphone. ठीक है. There are people from Chandigarh, Bangalore, West Bengal, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Kolkata. Now perfect. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. We have such a varied audience tuning in today, living their, whatever they were doing and giving us the time. And thank you so much, guys. It means a lot to me. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss the agenda of today's video. Today's video is broken down into uh, 3 parts. First part is, of course, the promise that I said you. How do we do design in motion, right? Now to do design in motion, we need to start from the very fundamental, right? How do you even think? What are the tools that we have access to, right? I don't mean the tools like Photoshop and stuff, but in general the visual tools that we have access to, right? I will first do a little bit on that, and how do we even apply that, and I will give you at least 3 or 4 different tools that you can use anytime if you are stuck with typography especially. Second is, of course, if people have been waiting for Indian School of Motion, we will be launching that, and there's a very special thing in there, and in the final part we will gonna be discuss about the curriculum and everything, every doubt that you have about what we're about to launch, right? Video out of focus. Okay, okay, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Let me check, okay. Guys, दिख रहा है अभी शक्ल? Is it in focus now? Okay, fine now. Okay. All good. All good. Okay. Let's get started. Okay. Let's not waste any more time and let's get started. Okay, so I will tell you a story. I will tell you a real story. Okay. I will tell you a real story. Oh shit, am I sharing the wrong screen? Fuck. ये क्या हो गया भैया? Change that. Perfect. Okay. Now, I will tell you a real story. Yesterday we were, of course, working on our landing page. So we wanted pictures of the people we placed from our private coaching, from my private coaching before. So my designer sent me this. Okay. Now, of course, from a designer's perspective, I felt something was wrong. So I want you to take your 3 to 4 minutes of time and tell me what is wrong in this image. What is going wrong? I want to know your thoughts. Flex. Okay. Rule of thirds, spacing, alignment of text and person, not dynamic enough, placing of character, K letter, interesting, spacing, color does not match, not the thing, hierarchy, yes, both the subject and the typo are the same in the right one, negative space and bad visual hierarchy, right? And the main thing is not getting highlighted. Okay. I suck at design. Don't worry, we will fix that. Anyway, ठीक है. So I will tell you what I think are couple of things that are missing from this image. There are actually quite a lot of things, right? First of all, if you look at this, let me see if this is working. Yeah, this is working. I feel the kerning is too much. First of all, right? There's a lot of wasted space here. Then the leading, the distance between two of these lines, it's very less. That's a problem. Third thing is the not a good use of negative space, because oops, yeah, see, it is very close to the edges, right? That's a problem. Now these are very basic stuff. Then there's, of course, it's not capitalized, so this feels very odd right here. Okay, now talking about a little intermediate thing, there's a concept in filmmaking called the eye trace, right? So if you see, typically typography and text and typefaces are put around the face, around the eye, so it's called the concept of the leading line. Okay, it's the eye trace. So the eye is right here, but the text is not sort of aligned, so this is bad. Okay, even in the second one he tried to fix things, but there are still problems. Okay, there are still problems, so let's try to fix this problem first, then I will come to the next part, right? So this is what he sent to me. Is this screen visible, or do you want me to like zoom it a little bit? I think this is cool. So let me just quickly check the chats. Ooh, just let me check the chats. Clarity, flexing indirectly between. Why clarity missing? Okay, okay. So first what I did is, okay, let me take the image of frame, and what I did is actually just remove the, I just of course remove the background, and then let me take this. I think the font that he uses some sans font. I think I'm not sure which font he used because I don't have that. Let's say he used this font, right? 35k whatever. So this is where he started, right? This is where he started, and I would probably like put it in behind it, right? So there are still problems. Okay, first of all, I'm not getting enough space to put this, right? If I put it too behind, I can't even see the figure, right? The way we solve this is, first I will increase the crop. Okay, so this is a 3:4 crop, so I'm just gonna keep more space around it. Or we can just put it down. I mean, that's also a way, right? So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, decrease the size, and then of course work on the distance. So let's lower it down a little bit, but for some reason it still does not feel fit, right? So for posters like this, where you have a few letters to emphasize what this thing is about, we will use a more condensed font. Condensed font is a squished version of a font, right? So for example, I will use a font called Resolve here. So I will use, you can see it's like says CN. Now CN stands for condensed. So let's see which one fits more. Actually there's a lot of weights. So let's say we are using this font, right? Anyway, it's all about little bit of experimentation and then getting to the right place. So this looks fine. And again, as we discussed, the negative space is completely missing in this. So let me just take the artboard tool and increase the size, right? That way we have more space around it. Now even just doing a simple change like that makes it look much better, right? And of course we have to also think about the negative space, so we can't do it completely on the edge. Immediately just changing the typeface makes it look much more better, right? So then we can play with the text also. Let's say we have to put from 1 gig, right? From 1 gig. Now of course we have to either use a different weight of the same font, but let's use a different font. So I'm gonna use something called SQL Sans and italicized, and change from capital to like small, or we can actually just keep it capital only. This looks fine, right? So I'm just gonna put it like here. There's one more thing, which is you should ensure that if you're using two different type, the font weight should at least be two different layer. For example, if I'm using SQL Sans in this, it should be like, if I'm using book oblique display, you should skip 2 for the other one to create even more contrast. So let's say I'm not even using like italicized for this one, right? Let's just use Roman, right? Immediately this looks much more pleasing to the eye, right? And then we can play around with other text and stuff. Okay, so just a simple thing, like these are like very basics, fundamentals which people don't teach when you are doing motion design, because let's be honest, the second word of motion design is design, and people don't start as a designer first and then get into motion design. People learn video editing and then get into motion design. So that's what we are trying to change. Cool. Everyone's catching till now? Let me check the chats once. Yup. Okay, so everyone is onboarded. So let's go a little deep in the workshop, right? Let me just quickly, okay, just give me a sec. I will just quickly move to this. Okay. Now this is of course a newspaper. Now tell me what's wrong with the newspaper. Can you guess what's wrong with the newspaper? Like, try to think from a layman's, normal human being's perspective. What's wrong here? I think the lag is crazy. White space and clutter. Yeah, too much cluttered. Yeah. I mean, you people know so much. I'm just I don't have to explain anything. You people are smart. You people are my audience. I know they are smart as fuck. Okay. So if you think from a design perspective, there's there's hierarchy. There's definitely hierarchy. I'm gonna read the Times of India, then the this part, but after that it becomes too noisy. There's no white space. There's no nothing, right? So the concept, the problem is the lack of white space. So as a lot of people guess, right? Very cluttered. Hierarchy makes the eye panic. Yeah, makes the eye panic. So the problem is the white space. Now, if you, on a contrast, see the design systems from the pioneers in the world, right? Let's say Apple. You see, they put so much of white space, right? Like they could have, like, if you just try to measure it, if you just try to measure it, the amount of white space that they leave, it's just it's just bonkers. If you're not a designer, you would definitely screw this up. And we do a lot of launch videos. Even there, people, motion designers make the same mistake, right? So if you look at this from this grid, so every time you look at a picture, you need to think of this invisible boxes. If you think from that perspective, you will start seeing those patterns everywhere, right? Again, same with the iPhone also. Like, it's so minimal, so minimalistic, yet so beautifully done, right? Cool. Now we will go a little bit deep into other concepts, okay? Now, I want you to tell what I'm trying to show you here. Like, what do you think is happening here? Can anyone explain? What is the first thing that you notice in common in all of these three pictures? Uh, okay. Leading lines, yes. So that's one concept which is very important, especially it is coming from the art of cinematography. But I think it's quite important. Like, okay, my whisper flow started panicking. So if you see, you are the first thing you look, is at Brazil, because it's leading to the leading lines, right? If you try to draw lines from all the perspective, it will converge at a space, right, at this point. And from here, the designer actually wrote the text. So that's the first thing you spot. Now you will find these invisible leading lines everywhere in the ecosystem, right? Now there's also one more concept that's working out really well here. It's the perspective. If you just look at the typography here, if you just look at the typography in the second one, it's sort of blended into the nature, right? It's part of the floor, which is typically not the thing. Now these are very powerful visual tools that you have access to anytime you make a motion piece, right? Third one is very advanced though. Like, there are multiple things happening here. There's of course the perspective, because you're clicking the picture from the down. That's the POV shot. And then there are people jumping, and also the very clever use of negative space to represent a gun, right? So this is a gun. If you see, it's an outline of a gun. Now, all of this theories and all is good, right? But how do you even use in practical life? Like, I will show you how I use this. So let's say we are talking about this concept, right? I will just play a simple video. So this concept is the perspective POV concept, and this is again a very powerful tool. So this is a frame from one of my videos. I will just simply play this scene so that it makes things very clear. So how do I even watch on YouTube? Okay, good. So
If I had only 60 seconds to reach the whole world, I would say
We all are dying. Everyone at a different pace. Maybe your dad. So if you just look at this portion, right? This is the concept I exactly applied here. My behind the shot is in focus. So the text, I use the perspective to ensure it's part of the environment, right? So it is out of focus. At a different pace. And when I was in focus, the thing came back in focus. So this is using that same perspective tool to drive motion, right? Maybe your dad's. So there are multiple concepts like this. So I'm trying to break down individually how I use what and where, right? So there are even more people have used this tool again and again. If you see this, again the text is part of the environment, right? So they are using perspective in this. Then again, they have used text as a part of the 3D environment in itself. If I just play the reel, probably it would be more clear. So if you just look all about the perspective. Yeah. So this is how you start thinking from the core fundamentals and start applying it to your use case. Right. Now, okay. Thing is so laggy. Okay. So I just wanted to show this too. This is also quite interesting. If you look at this, it's a very clever thing that's happening here. So there's a concept in design where the eye automatically fills out the unused spaces. So if you see, there's a white hand which is giving money to another white hand, but the black hand is part of the negative space, but it's been done very cleverly, right? So this is how you create illusion using design. Of course, you can make this with motion design itself. You can just have kinetic type with this. So we will come to those. We'll come to those. Now I want you to tell me what's happening here. What is the first thing that you see that's going on in here? Let me know. Yes, size difference. Size. Yep. So size is a very powerful tool in design. Like size is one of the tools that you use in to represent contrast, right? Now everything that you show, like for example this image here, it's showing, okay, there's a 9 to 5 person who's doing a job and he's getting pressurized, so it's some sort of like a lever, right? So the visual is talking, right? So the pressure is like sort of like crushing this man, which is insane. Now, but how will you apply this, right? Now of course, since we are talking about scale as a tool, I've used it multiple times. So I will just show you how I use scale. So in this video that we did, okay, so in this video that we did, yep, hierarchy, I am sitting on top of a timeline, right? Typically you have to think in real life, what is the size of a timeline? Size of a timeline is inside of my hand, right? Probably, but I'm sitting on top of a timeline. That creates a visual contrast, that creates this sort of very intense hierarchy that looks visually pleasing, right? Now this is where I am smaller than the environment. As you can see, the tools and everything is flying around. Now this is part of our launch video. Of course we did for this video. I think this is the intro section. I'll just show you like glimpse of it, like the starting. If I had only 59 seconds to teach the entire world the art of editing, I would say. So I think that much is enough. Again, we have used the same tool again in one of our other video, where I am standing on top of a timeline, like a music sound layer, right? But this time, if you see, I have used myself as bigger. For example, in this clone shot that I use, I am bigger than myself, right? And again, I'm sitting on top of the YouTube button. This is again part of this video, which I will show a little bit of glimpse. Do you hear that? That's not just sound. So, yup, that scale. A lot of people, you guessed it right. Now, you would see this reference. People have been using this a lot, right? If you see this reel, if you see the intro of this reel, you will see that she is sitting on top of texts that are bigger than real life. So again, text is part of the environment now. It's not just a supplement. Okay, cool. Now, okay. Now I will do one more check right now. Is my audio fine? Is the visuals fine? Let me know in the comments once more. Fine. All good, all good. Badhiya hai, badhiya hai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the. Now I will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools. Okay, 5 tools that you can use anytime you're confused about typography in design. Let me just share that. The first I called is magnetic, second is blend modes, third is cutout, fourth is organic, and fifth is variable weight. Now I will explain all of this and I will also give examples of how do I navigate difficult compositions, right? So magnetic is a style which got very popular when we were last year back. It was, I think, popularized by Maximize, if I'm not wrong, where what you do is simply just uh, take the subject. Okay, give me a second. Let me just turn off Photoshop. It's lagging. Don't save. Don't save. Don't save. Don't save. Adobe kills every time, right? Cool. So it's very simple, right? You have a subject. You have a subject in the frame, and what you do is think of it like a magnet, right? Magnet which is trying to stick close to the subject, and this is how you put the text around the subject. This was very visually pleasing, and of course you use other tools of typography also, right? Using different weights and different font to mix and match and make things look good. This is again part of this video that we did last year. I'll just show you a small glimpse of this.
If I had 109 seconds with a 20-year-old me, I would tell him, no one knows what the
Yep, that was the video. Now let me explain. Did you understand this concept, guys? Just do a yes or no in the chat. Let's move to the blends. Now blends is very fun. Blend can get so good. Blends can be such a powerful tool that you can create such incredible effects. Now I hope you know editing, because there are so many blend modes, right? Overlay, screen, difference. So here we use difference, and the best thing is it dynamically interacts with the contrast of the background layer, right? So again, comes from brain rot video. Just quickly check the chat. No, yes, is subject so magnetic. Okay, I will repeat the magnetic. Does anyone have any doubts about the magnetic part? Everything is good. I think everything is good for now. So let's get into this brain rot video. So let me just give you a glimpse of. So I'm trying to show you like how different tools combines and makes a beautiful piece, right?
Have you wondered your brain is turning into mush? Welcome to 2 minutes of brain rot. What exactly is brain rot? And
So even if you see like here and all, I have used the difference mode. See the transition, and this is like completely intentional, right?
how is it affecting your ability to focus? Imagine.
So this is like a normal blend mode, right? When you're using the text, it's not interacting with the background. But if you want it to make interact with the background, you have to use a different blend mode. It's called a blend mode. You can get inside of your rating tool and search it, and if you ever try to change it, it's gonna be fun. This you can do as an exercise. Take a video, put some text, and try changing the blend mode and see what happens. Trust me, it's gonna be a very fun one, right? Now this is blend mode, and let's move to the next one, right? Now this is again nothing new, but like again a very interesting tool that's called cutouts. Cutouts are basically where you put text behind the subject, right? You cut the subject out and you put behind. Way to do it is to use rotoscope and stuff, right? Now if you see, even in the image of the iPhone was, oops, where is it? The iPhone, where is the iPhone? The 15 text was behind the iPhone, right? So that's how it's done. Now let me just show you how I've used this as a tool. Okay. Cutouts, right? So if you see the intro of this video, we'll see a lot of cutouts being done. Let me just play this intro.
If you're in your 20s and want to start editing today, here's exactly how I would do it.
So if you see this part, right? Just
If
pause
you're
for a
in your
while.
20s and want to start
These texts are behind me, and this is again quite interesting.
editing today,
This is done by actually putting one text behind me and one text in front of me, but only adding the stroke. So there's stroke and there's fill. In the top layer, only the stroke is activated, fill is not activated, and in the bottom one, both only the fill is activated. So that's how you do it. We will again teach everything in detail later on, but that's the core concept right now. Okay, is everything fine till now? I think someone's commenting there's a machine issue. Let me check if my Mac is dying or not. My Mac dying, is my Mac dying? Seems cool to me. I just I just closed Photoshop and it started working fine. Is everyone clear with this concept first? Only then I would like move on. ठीक है. Let's move ahead for the last, not the last, is the organic. Now organic is a very big term. Organic is a very magnetic. Okay, a lot of people ask about magnetic. I'm gonna explain magnetic again. Wait. How do I? Okay. So basically, instead of just putting text in random places, you try to put it close to the subject. That's just a way you name things. For example, I will show you with this. This is not magnetic. I will tell you why. I will just copy this here, and if I had to make this magnetic, I would write things in a way where it would be like your brain. So I would start writing around this, around the subject outline, right? That is magnetic. Then turning into mush. You take any subject, and you start putting the text close to that subject. That's magnetic. Is the concept clear now? Is blend different in the words in the cutout? No, not really. Okay, you got it. Now let's move to this. Now organic is very interesting because this is where, see, we use text, typography to sort of assist what's going around, right? Now this is where it becomes part of the environment. Okay, this becomes part of the environment. So we have used again in one of our videos like this, where we have just again used blend modes to make it part of the wall, right? There's a lot of negative space around. The subject are, you know, doing some questionable things, and I've used this to show that, right? Now again, there are more examples. This is also organic because the text is taking shape of something that's, you know, real life, right? So you can see this thing and you can see this thing. The reason I'm showing you this is because something spicy is coming up very soon, right? Okay. So yeah, I think and then there's like variable. Now this is little advanced. This is little advanced. Okay, magnetic is clear for now, right? Yes, it's more like gravitational field around you. Yup, yup. Variable. Now this is very interesting because this is quite fresh, and I will have to explain you with an example. Okay. So let me just play this video.
Hello.
So this is a launch video, and I will just play it from here. Okay. I'll just start to play. Okay, I'll just play it from here. I'm 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 gonna play like very slowly so that you can see what's happening here. So the texts come up on the screen, but if you look cleverly, some of the letters are thin, some of the letters are thick, and it's sort of like dynamically transitioning between them, right? It's sort of like transitioning between them, right? Now this is achieved by using a concept called variable font, right? And you can do variable font animation in this. As you can see, like first is very fat and stretched, then it will sort of like shrink a little bit, and then you use that motion as a match cut to another font, right? So very powerful, very edgy like tool, right? We have used it in a couple of our videos before, but yep, variable. Okay, let me check. Okay, I think I think those are the 4 tools that I wanted you to know today. Now these are very powerful techniques. Again, if you did not, I will give you detailed tutorials on how to achieve this. If I have, okay, let me just show you something. Just give me a second. If I have that, I'm just gonna be very clear fast. So if you look at this, you can see what's exactly happening here, right? Let's do fast, let's do headline, and let's do tight, right? Right. So the thickness and the weight of the font is changing, and the keyframes are happening in between them, right? So this is one example. Okay. Is everyone aligned? Like, did people understand? Can you drop a yes or a no? Where is the thing? Yes, looks like a water wave. Yes. We are gonna teach everything. We are gonna teach all of this advanced stuff. Have you heard of this variable font animation before thing? Yes or not? Just give me a sec, guys. Just give me a sec. Okay. 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 Not heard before. Yeah, not heard before because I know like most of these techniques are very advanced, and a lot of people have just started beginning motion graphics, so you people might not know this, but don't worry, we are going to teach everything. But that was sort of the brief design part. I gave you like 5 tools that you can apply right now, and I will also share the links of the videos tutorial if you want that, right? Now the moment of truth, right? We are going to finally announce the Indian School of Motion the first batch of Indian School of Motion. So who's excited for that? Who's finally excited for that? You know, I know a lot of people have been waiting for a month or so. So let me know. Can you give us a thumbs up? Can you give us a rocket emoji if possible in the comment if you're excited for it? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, okay, okay. I'm fast. Me. A lot of people. Okay, great. Now, I want to tell something first, right? We did a lot of workshops. We gave so much of value in 4 live free workshops. People are charging for workshops. We tried to keep it like very free and all. And then we plan to launch the website, right? But I have a very special thing that I wanted to show you. Is a school even fun without having its own launch video? Who is ready for the launch video that we cooked up? I see a lot of rockets. Right? Now, guys, again, thank you so much for joining, and I will be making the reel, the launch video live along with you. Okay. See, I'm on my phone right now. I'm on my edits page. If you can see, I mean, of course, it can't focus, but I'm on my Instagram page right now. Who's ready for the launch video? Okay, everyone's excited. Okay, so I'm gonna press share, and a reel is gonna get live. I'm gonna share the link of the reel in the chat. It's a request. We put a lot of effort into this. I hope you love this video. I want to take 5 minutes of your time. Please take a look at this video. If you love it, then do love, share, you know, just do the normal thing that you people do, and then we will be back again, right? So should I click on share? So you people on the chat are going to be the first people to see this go live, not on my YouTube, not people on my YouTube, but people who are in the live stream. So 3, 2, 1, share. It's uploading, it's posting, and it's still posting for some reason. Come on. It's posting. Seems like a big reel. Okay, wants to send you a message. I think it's uploading. Okay, review, accept, right? Okay, so guys, we are live, and I'm sharing you the link of the launch video in the chat. Please take 5 minutes, or take, you know, how many minutes it takes. Please show some love. It's a humble request for me. I'm gonna give the link, and I'm gonna put it on the top. How do I make it? Pin message. So I've already pinned the message. So ensure you go and check this reel out, and I will also live stream for people who can't watch right now, right? First comment. We already have 5 comments. I hope it's you people. I hope it's the people who are on the live right now. So I'm gonna read the comments. Fire. Vaibhav Stark, thank you so much. Sanjay, Ayush Pratap Talks, Adian, High Offline, Call Me Surya, Psycho Wanted, Tanmay, Professional Music, and everyone. So I'm gonna wait till 4:50 before I actually also stream this. And guess what we are gonna teach you inside of a school? Exactly how to build videos like this and think from a blank canvas. So I'm gonna shut up. I want you to watch the video, then we are gonna be back. Okay. Okay, we have hit 100 views already, and we have 60 comments. That's insane. That's insane, guys. Thank you so much. From YouTube Live, I think this is Sid Survey. Thank you so much. And for the people who cannot watch it live, Auto DM not working. Auto DM not working. I don't know. It will fix. Don't worry, guys. And भाई तुम लोग हो ना, तुमको मिलेगा भाई चीज़ है. डोंट वरी, जस्ट बी इन द व्हाट्सएप वेट लिस्ट एंड यहाँ पे सारी डिटेल्स मैं शेयर करूँगा. ओके, इट्स अ ग्रेट वीडियो. इट्स अ ग्रेट वीडियो. तो आई जस्ट वांट वन मोर रिक्वेस्ट. प्लीज़ शेयर कर देना, लाइक कर देना. एंड वन मोर थिंग, on the chat I want you to auto DM crashed. I love that. On the chat, can you please rate this video on a scale of 0 to 10? 0 to 0 if you hate it, 10 if you absolutely loved it. Meanwhile, I will start screening for people who cannot open Instagram right now. Okay, let me just change the screen and then I'm gonna show you. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Video editors are dead, and what's replacing them pays 3 times more.
Welcome to the world of motion design.
It's the skill that turns boring content into scroll-stopping art. And I've been doing this for the past 5 years. Worked with some billion-dollar companies. And the craziest part, students from my private coaching are already making up to $500 per edit.
Not in a month, in a week.
But when I started, it was a lot of struggle, figuring it out all alone, hours on random YouTube tutorials. There was no structured way to learn this. But all of that changes now. Introducing Indian School of Motion, a community of India's top 1% motion designers.
We are starting with the first batch. Yes, India's first motion design focused school. By the way, it's limited seats and invite only. So don't forget to comment motion to get in right away.
That was the launch video, and let me check the comments. And then we are gonna come back to the moment that you all have been waiting for. 100 on 10, W9, 10,000, 10 because I can't imagine it. Banger. Thank you so much for the love, guys. Thank you so much. Please share kar dena and comment kar dena. It would help us a lot. And I know this is the moment that you people have been waiting for. Just give me a second, okay? Just give me a second. Too many screens. Okay. Just let me close this. Okay. You know, I know a lot of you people have been just waiting for this moment. And honestly, like, I've been waiting for this too, right? Let's talk about pricing. Now, before I, tell you the number, I want to give you like some context. Okay, like most motion design courses, not video editing courses in India, they charge anywhere between like 1.2 lakh to 1.5 lakh, right? And some even go like beyond that. And honestly, for what they taught, it's sort of debatable whether it's even like worth it or not. I mean, I've gone through a few of them though. So the question is, what do you think ISOM should be priced at? Indian School of Motion should be priced at? Type in the chat right now and let me know your guess. Let me check. We are cooked. Okay, 60k, interesting. 50k, interesting. 10k, 15k, 40k, 20k, 15k, 40k, free. 50k. I'm getting a lot of good numbers. Lot of good numbers here. All right, let me just show you. Okay, let me just do a little bit, make this little more fun. Okay, Little more fun. Let me just change my screen. So as you can see right now, it says 1 lakh. Oh my god, oh my god. 1 lakh rupees. That's it. That's the price. But I just want to see what people say. So just kidding, guys. I mean, you really thought that I would do that to you guys. I would do that to you guys, right? But honestly, like 1 lakh was the starting point. Was the starting point. Like that's what this program is honestly worth going to be. Going by the simply market standards, right? ऐसा ही pricing है. But like I built Indian School of Motion because I genuinely want to change what motion design education looks like, especially for people in India, right? I'm not here to maximize profit. I mean, I'm here to maximize my output. So let's do this properly. Let's do a 10% off at this, like 10% off, okay? Let's do a 10% off. So that brings it to 90,000. That brings it to 90,000. And now tell me how many of you people are okay with 90,000? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Yes or no. My god, the lag is insane. Can't see shit. I am out. All the gimmicks not be possible. Okay, okay, okay. Who's saying take my money, brother? How much? How rich you are? It would not be possible. Okay, okay. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. I hear you. I actually see some yeses, which is incredible. You know what? I kind of hear you. I kind of hear you. Let's double it. Let's do a 20%. 20% discount. The previous figure. So we are now at 80K. Is it better? Is there a few more yes in the chat? Let me just check. Let's go. Not be possible. Okay, 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 okay. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you again. I hear you. You're still not convinced at 80K. What about okay, let's give another discount, round of discount. Yes, we are at 59,999 and that's gonna be the early bird pricing. So I'm gonna give a more detailed breakdown and I'm gonna explain why. But this is the last one, and this time there are no jokes, there are no games, and no more discounts. This is the real number, guys. Okay. 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 You read it again if you have to, but this is the final number. Now, let me give you some context. I will give you the entire details of the plan, the course, the everything, right? Now, for context, that's less than half of what every other course in this space is charging for a significantly better program. Now, I will explain you the two plans. Let me just take you to the page. I will explain everything, but let me just go get you to the two plans first. So there are two part of this. One is career core and career launch. Career core is at 49K and career launch is at 59K. Now, career core is for you if you want the complete motion design foundation. Okay, it will have the After Effects mastery, portfolio building, freelance modules, including AI workflow, and more than 20 plus live sessions, and you have lifetime access to recordings. This is everything you need to go from being an editor to a motion designer. And now talking about the career launch program, career launch is for you if you want to go further. This is crazy because this will have mentorships, masterclasses, placement assistance, and we have something that's no one is doing right now. We have a demo day with hiring partners, and of course I come from Bispilani and I know how important an alumni network has been. You always have access forever to the alumni network. Okay. Now both are in itself complete programs. Career launch is just a little bit more. Now I'm going to give you the link of the website in a while. I'm just gonna give it right now. I've already shared the link. Did I share? What did I share even? I've shared Indian School of Motion's website, and now I'm gonna take up more questions, but before that, I will sort of try to explain a little bit about what the program is about. Okay, this is the website. You can just go and check. It's Indian School of Motion. The reason why I am saying that I'm not doing it for the money, because there are only 50 seats. If I cared about, just let's take everyone in the world and just deliver a mediocre product, I don't care about that, right? There's only 50 seats. It's not gonna change. It's not a static number. There are only 50 seats. Okay, and let's talk about what ISOM is, right? So in briefly, you can check the website. You can go and explore to the best, and it is a 12-week program, 10 week of like core motion design, and there will be like 2 bonus week of career launch. I will go in detail about the different phases. Now there are live classes, and every video, every assignment that you do would be personally mentored by me. There are no other mentors. This is not a school where I'm just the face, I'm just coming and I'm not there, right? I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna sit with you like a personal coach and ensure that you succeed. I'm not leaving you till you succeed. Okay, that can mean that you being better at your skill, or even trying to get a client or like a job, right? Now after you do this program, you can either be a solopreneur where you work as a freelancer. You can be an agency owner. You can start your own motion design agency in India. I mean, it's going great. Or you can even land jobs as like proper motion designers. Now from just one curriculum, you have access to 3 different destinations. Everyone will start the same, but the rest is your choice, right? Now let's go a little bit deep into the curriculum. It's gonna be intermediate. It's not for probably someone who has never done editing before, because I want to build the best motion designers in India. So let me explain a little bit. It starts with the first week starts with IN Foundation, where we teach you how to actually think from originally, right? Now a lot of editing, I know everything that you see around, people are just copying templates. They just can copy, they can't think from a blank frame. Now the thing that took me so long to reverse engineer was how to even think from a blank frame. I think that's the role of a creative director, and this is what I'm gonna teach you after 5 years of experience in this field. I will teach you how to build your own taste, right? Like people keep talking about taste maxing and stuff, all those things, but I will actually teach you how to build that sort of design taste. We have certain exercises that will completely unlearn everything that you've learned and force you to learn how to build your own taste. Then it will shortly be followed with After Effects, basics of After Effects, the beginning for After Effects. So if you don't know After Effects, you are still welcome, because we are starting from absolute scratch. But this is not a video editing course, FYI. Second phase is Motion DNA. This is where we have our own signature 8 principles of motion design. Now this did not come from a textbook. This came from just doing things along for the past 5 years and trying to backtrack from a very fundamental level what worked and why it worked. This is where After Effects level gets a little more advanced. You start to learn graph editors and expressions and everything else, right? Now especially expressions, because that's one thing people think, oh, it's coding, I don't want to learn it. Trust me, I've been a developer and this is gonna fast your workflow so much. Quickly after that, we go back to craft, and this is where we focus a lot of time on typography in general, right? This is where we talk about text. We teach kinetic typography. We sort of build visuals that is matched for the social media. And this is where you will develop your own signature writing style. You see a lot of different style. You called, uh, let's say, Houston Cold, right? Now, I want you to build your own personal signature style. This is gonna come from this craft, right? Then comes the fourth phase. This is where now the all these three phases you learn and explore, but you won't be fast. In the pro stack, in the phase 4, this is where we talk about different plugins, lot of different plugins and different workflows that will make you work faster as a motion designer, because speed is what really the studios and the clients pay for, right? Then the phase 5 is the most important phase that you people will love. People who will be in will love this, because just animating is half the job. Other half is knowing how to walk into a client call, present the way you think, present your approach, how to read a brief, build a mood board, and even build style frames. We talked about style frame in couple of our before, right, workshop before. This is where you will learn how to close a client. This is where you will dissect. You will really know by this point what makes a viral content viral, and this is where you will build your own showreel, which we will help you to get clients, right? Now the next phase is AI in motion. I don't know any motion design course that's going this deep, but we are going to talk about both the programmative and the generative workflows. That mean all the AI models, and also new frameworks like Remotion, Hazen, Hyperframes, all of it. In the last workshop, I actually showed you a little bit about programmatic editing. Now this will help you deliver short form content in lightning speed while you're sleeping. All the cloud skills and stuff, right? Now there's another bonus career launch section which is extremely unique, right? This is where my team will come, sit with you on live calls. They will give you mock training, mock interviews, so that you prepare for a real interview when you're either going to a client, working on a negotiation, or even you're trying to land a job, right? So this is very unique. This will be completely live. This career launch part is completely live, right? And this is where you really learn that it's everything about sales, right? How you can build that confidence. I know a lot of people are introverts there. I was an introvert before, but how did I build that muscle, right? Trust me, no motion design program in India is doing this. Now again, we have some testimonials. So Aditya, actually I have to start from first. So Ria got placed. Ria's story is interesting because she graduated from some other cohort. She could not land a gig and she was little tense. She was part of my community, so I ensured that she got a job. Just a phone call and she got a job. Like, I think they had only one interview. Then there's Raja Harsha. I've already talked about Raja Harsha. Right. So his dad works as a laborer, but he literally earned 35,000 from just one client, and I gave him the client. I'm so glad that he could deliver it. Then there's of course the king of SFD, Aditya. Of course, Aditya started with us charging 1500 rupees an edit, and today he charges 50,000 for a project. And then of course Raja Harsha, through us he got a 12 lakh job straight, right? So that's couple of the stories, and I want your stories coming very soon in this. So again, there will be assignments. There will be more than 10 assignments. All of those will be reviewed, critiqued. As you can see, there will be motion principles reel, there will be kinetic time frame. These are like few of the things that we're going to do together, right? This capstone show release is very important. This is the final project that will make you completely placement ready, because the real founders do care about the process, right? Now again, this is the pricing. You already know. You can visit the website and read about all of this. Now, even if you're okay, let's say you're confused about pricing, ki okay, problem hai, kuch hai, you can always click on this. Just talk to us, right? Be on a one-on-one call with you. No AI, no automation. We are gonna be there for you as like bigger brother and solve your problem, right? Now, Again, this is invite only, so you have to register and send your portfolio in here. It's very simple. I'm just gonna do a mock. So let's say s, and then you at the gmail.com, and let's say my number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Just click on next. It's very simple to apply. You have to just mention your country, let's say Mumbai, India, then click on next. Now the next question is quite critical, because this is how we judge if you are eligible for this program or not. What best describes you as a creator, right? Are you a beginner editor, like you just know basics of Premiere Pro and you just started your career, right? Are you intermediate? Have you done like proper long form YouTube videos for people, done some color correction work and edited like lot of, and then like advanced, where you know like basic motion graphics, like you are entering into motion graphics, right? Titles, transitions. And are you working like freelance? Are you working on a full time, or you're like already you're like a 2D motion designer? Trust me, even if you're that person, there's so much of value in this course, right? In this program. Or you're already a working professional. Are you at a studio or in an agency? Whatever you are, let's just say I know intermediate. I'm just being humble, of course. Of course, you have to select which plan you want to enroll for, and then you have to share your portfolio. It can be a Behance, personal website, card, Google Drive, YouTube. Trust me, this is important. You have to share a single link, because this will be a very big qualifier whether you qualify or not for this. Okay, and this is also one more thing. I want to know what is your goals. I want to work closely with very ambitious people, because I have so much of opportunities and I want to ensure that it transfers to you, right? So let me know what you wanna see me do, and this is gonna be a dynamic thing. People who already sign up, I'm gonna ensure that whatever biggest feedback you gave, I also build those into my like module part, right? And is there any specific topic you want me to cover, right? Simple. Of course, are you comfortable with AI tools or not? And how to define ISOM? You have to submit this link. Without this, we won't be able to track where you are. Now, there's a personal note from the founders. Of course, you can read about this. So I started like quite back. Someone told me about this platform called Fiverr, and I just started earning while in college. But none of this really worked out all alone. I paid for so many courses trying to figure out where the right uh, module is, what is the right resource. So I had to figure it out all alone, but I promise that you won't have to. This is the reason I started Indian School of Motion. I quit my dream job to build Indian School of Motion. Now I've made it public. Okay. Because I've lived on the both sides, yeah. I know what the craft is worth, and I know what rates a lot of you people are getting paid, and it feels really sad to me. And I want to change that narrative. I want to build change the narrative of India, change the narrative of Indian motion designers. We are not the cheaper option. We have to be the best option. So that's my mission. And I have a co-founder. So Divyansh has been with me for the past 6 or 7 years. I know him from my college. I think it's better for Divyansh to speak about him because he's my co-founder. So stay for a while.
Let's go. हेलो हाय गाइस. वैसे तो ऊपर से देख रहा हूँगा मैं, बट अरे तुम इधर आओ ना भाई. What's up? Hi everyone. हेलो गाइस, हाय एवरीवन. दिव्यांश दिस साइड, और ये है मेरा भाई. एंड ओके, वेयर आर यू डूइंग? व्हाट आर यू डूइंग?
लेट मी चेक ओबीएस कहाँ गया भाई.
Anyways, just sit here. So me and Somrat, we have been together since a very long time. हमने बिट से साथ में ग्रेजुएशन किया था, एंड मतलब नेवर न्यू कि थिंग्स आर गोना बी लाइक दिस. एंड हाँ, मतलब इतना काम कर चुका हूँ यार इंडस्ट्री में. बट द डे आई केम टू बैंगलोर एंड दिस गाय टोल्ड मी वी आर गोना लॉन्च ISOM, आई वाज लाइक, and the idea behind it, mentoring so many people. I've done this like my entire life for so many startups, for so many companies, but then doing it with my friend, seeing the real impact then and there, it's something different. So I will be your point of contact. Last ke 2 weeks I'll be helping you guys, introducing you to some of the people in the industry, uh, seeing whatever best opportunities are there for you guys, talking to companies, getting them to you, and finally, malab, we will be helping you out with every single thing. Malab, trust me, this is gonna be very different than anything else. It's gonna be the fucking craziest thing ever. And that's it. Let's go. Let's go. Really, really excited to meet all of you guys. We'll be personally reviewing every single application that comes in. I'll be replying to you guys. I'll be there while he's busy. He'll be creating the course. Of course, he's your teacher. He's your coach, and I'll be the person who'll be connecting you guys together. And
And now it's a moment to introduce our team who are in offline. Now is the time to introduce our team who has been working day and night along with us to ensure that ISOM becomes a success. Ajao bhai, Ajao. Aditya is already here offline.
and he's the camera.
Karthik is
behind the camera.
still. Hello. बैठो तो बैठो बैठो नहीं आ रहा.
Please have a seat.
Visible नहीं है ये. Let me just make it wide. हाँ. आ जाओ आ जाओ. So the backbone, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hello guys, my name is Aditya and you might have seen me somewhere on the Instagram, and I'm a third year mechanical engineering student at IIT Patna, and I'm a motion designer for Indian School of Motion, and it's been a great journey. I'm really grateful to be a part of Indian School of Motion, and I am definitely sure that this is gonna be the best motion design cohort in the world, and we'll make it worth.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about Aditya. Okay. So Aditya studies at IIT and now he उसका बस summer vacation चल रहा है and he left all of that to work offline and learn from me, and that means so much to me that I am able to empower people. And also, like, Aditya, are you learning offline? Like, what are the thing? Like, कैसा लग रहा है offline एक साथ काम करके
It's a
with the team?
lot of difference between working online and coming offline. You learn a lot of things. You learn how to live alone, and then you learn how to relate with the team, how to communicate, and things are a lot faster when you're offline instead of just doing the work online and just messaging. And time goes like so faster that we don't even get time to process what's
Our
happening.
house has become a
Yeah.
startup house actually.
Yeah, it's actually startup house.
At any point, someone is always like awake, doing something, and someone is taking a break.
चाहे दिन का
Yeah.
2 बज रहा हो, 3 बज रहा हो, 5 बज रहा हो, someone is awake in the house, like, and
Yeah,
now we have the
the
colorist.
the legend colorist.
and behind the camera.
Hi, my name is Karthik. I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Look there.
I saw a lot of Telugu people on comments. Comment karo. నేను కూడా ఒక తెలుగు అబ్బాయినే. So
Whatever he says, I agree with that. So, Kunal is not offline abhi to, but soon he will be joining us too. So that's us, guys. We are starting this huge mission and vision with just 4 or 5 people around in a small house, but we plan to scale this to the next level and to change your life. Okay?
Let's go,
Do we do
let's
the-
go. So you guys continue. Very excited to see all of you guys. Sab apply zarur karna. We are gonna review every application, and I know it's only 50 seats right now, but we are gonna make sure that we commit to our promise. Teaching more than 50 people at a time, it's gonna be very hard for us in the first batch. Maybe once we get more mentors, more people like him, experts like your guy, then we might start another batch. But it's not gonna happen कि हम 50 लोग से ज़्यादा इस batch में लेंगे. And trust me, like I had done a lot of market research after Somrat introduced me to this course, and there was no course below a lakh, and hence, and 1.2 lakh I think was the lowest I got from some big brand, and then I straight away said we'll keep it 50%. I don't mind हम लोग कितना पैसा कमाएं, कितना profit हो उसमें, या ना भी हो, but all the focus is to deliver the best value, and that's it. Let's fucking go.
See you on the other side. See you on the other side. I will take just couple of minutes to give you something. Okay. if you are confused, okay, you can just reach out to us on WhatsApp. Go to the website and you can just, if you're confused with the pricing and anything, like you can just click this button and reach out. Okay, that's the thing. And there are a lot. I have almost thought of all of the common problems that you people might have, and I have put it already on FAQs. कोई भी doubt है तो you can see here, and also you can always reach out to us via WhatsApp. Most of you people watching are already part of that. See you on the other side, guys. Good night. कहाँ गया ले bitches? Okay. Okay. One day. Okay. We're in Bangalore. We are operating out of Indranagar right now. There will be mixture of recorded and live classes. I will be coming live twice a week, sitting with you, hearing out your problems, and working alongside of you. ठीक है? Okay, guys. See you around. Good night. Inshallah. Bye bye. And thank you for showering so much love. We are starting this and we want to make this the best thing ever. Bye.